Welcome to another edition of Yacht Life Chronicles, where we are better together than separated. And we're here at R&R Princess Palace with Cool. Where your little ladies can come down here and get their manicures, their pedicures, and just have a total awesome spa day for the kids. And we want to talk to Cool today about her journey as an entrepreneur, where she come from to where she's at now. So how you doing today, Coop?
I'm doing good.
All right. So tell everybody, for the ones that don't know you out there, tell everybody who you are.
I'm Shantaria Smith. I go by Cool. Everyone call me that due to my basketball and just being on the cool on the court.
So you was a basketball star coming up.
Yeah, I went to BV. I graduated in 2006.
Okay.
Yeah, wanted to hit on the court.
Oh yeah. So what position you played?
All
You did?
Yeah, I did. I was. I started off as a point guard. I went to forward. I mean, like I played everyone. Like
Right.
my strength, I was in the post.
Right.
Shooting, I was on the wing.
Right.
My dribbling skills, especially if I were a point guard, was fouled out or just out to get breath. I played at dribbling skills.
Yeah. So what all schools? So let's go back a little bit. What all schools you went to?
I'm born and raised BV. I went to all BV schools.
Born and raised here in Saginaw.
Yep, here in Saginaw. I went to, like I said, I went to all BV schools from Henry Door to Bronco to Claytor, Ricker, BV, graduated, and back to college.
What college you went to?
I had a full ride to Grambling State University for basketball. The week that I was getting ready to leave, I ended up tearing my meniscus. A kid picked grass, put it in a hole, and I'm thinking it was a flat platform. I stepped in it. So I ended up going to Wayne State.
So that put it down for all your basketball career.
Yeah, I lost my scholarship and everything from Grambling because I wasn't able to recover on time. So I did a walk on at Wayne State, and my knee still wasn't.
Right, 100%.
Yeah, so tuition and stuff got too much for me and my mom and them. So I came back home, went to Delta in Saginaw Valley. Yeah, and that's how it really went. I'm at Saginaw Valley now after graduating from Delta in 2015 with my criminal justice law enforcement degree. Now I went back to school for social work. So when I graduate December 14th of this year with my bachelor's in social work.
Man. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
And what a journey, because through it all, you could have easily went and worked for somebody else. You could have easily dedicated your time and your life to somebody else's dream.
Yeah.
But instead, you chose to build your own. Like, talk to us a little bit about that. Like, what was the first entrepreneurial thing that you did?
Well, the first one I started, it was called S&R Security Company, where we did security. I had a group of people real close to me. We did security for wedding events. We did it for Freelands. It was some type of snow fest that they had. I did that for about 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years. And then that kind of just like stopped. Then I ended up coming up with a plan to open up Yum Yum Cereal Bar. I opened up Yum Yum Cereal Bar in 2017, where we was the fifth one in the nation to actually have a cereal bar that was open. So me and my husband opened that up, and we started that off on Bay Road. But due to some racist things that was going on within the comfort of our zone, not gonna put him out there, but he did like some type of hangman type of thing on the paper and put it on our door, and that's not what really drove me away from it. It kind of discouraged me. I'm like, I'm not used to things like this, so I'm like, I don't know what this man plan is.
And just to be on the, to clarify things just a little bit for the viewers. So you had a situation where you was about to get a building.
So we actually was inside of the building. We had
Oh,
moved everything in there. I was
okay.
doing interviews. I actually had opened up the building. Like
Wow.
we had our grand opening and everything. So we were actually in the building.
So then you started getting these racist epithets on the door
Correct.
and things of this nature,
Mhm.
telling you guys they didn't want you here,
Basically,
that they wanted you to move.
yeah, and then he like the township or the officers got on it just like that. So, they got on it. They started the case. We sat down together and figured out who what, would happen. The only thing that really caused me to move from there besides that, the building just wasn't up to par with what Yum Yum needed.
Mhm.
So I really got discouraged about that, and I just closed down.
Mhm.
And then after a year and a half, I ended up opening again.
And that's when you went to Riverview Plaza.
Correct.
Okay. And how was that experience for you? You trying to be an entrepreneur in this world. You trying to create opportunities for people. You trying to create a product for people. And here you have, racism that's interrupting your path and trying to end what you're trying to do. Like, how did that make you feel at the time?
So a lot of people in Saginaw, they really know me as I'm a firm believer in God, and when I pray about something, I let it go. I don't really hold on to it. I
Mm,
believe that when I pray about something, I allow God to do His work, and I step back and I,
mm, right.
just follow Him. But it was kind of hurting, like I really don't want to jump back into this after what happened.
Mm,
But I did have like some motivators on my team. I had my husband to tell me basically like don't give up on something. Like God's not going to give me a vision and not going to help me through it. Latoya Baker, it's some awesome. I'm talking about some awesome people. Alicia Martin, other black female entrepreneurs
mm,
that didn't really let me give up. My cousin Shator Carter. I just had positivity around me all the time. Kareem Bowens. And he's actually the one that talked me into going to the Riverview Plaza,
mm,
of being like a manager over there, over the
mm.
building. I mean, it was pretty cool.
Right. And do you think that with our businesses and as we try to advance out into these, areas that's not so black, what I'm saying, to these white areas, you know, and it's like, it's a lot of clientele out there, a lot of traffic out there,
Mhm.
and it's like they try to steady push us back to these neighborhoods and
Correct.
like, get back there where you belong.
Mhm.
That's why we gotta steady keep fighting and we gotta steady keep breaking the barriers and steady keep knocking these barricades
Correct.
down that they keep putting in our way.
Correct.
Because you could have easily gave up.
I could have, and that's where I was aiming for. I really was gonna give up. Like I'm like, what's the point? Like I'm gonna keep getting knocked down. Um, but then I had like my pastor. I even had my pastor to come and like pray over the building, and it's just that I truly, I should have started off where I belong, like in my, I want to say my neck of the woods, to be honest and truthful, where I knew I was going to get the support, and then probably thought about taking it out there. But it kind of that really hurted me, like.
Mm.
But like I said, I had
Because
motivators.
we hear about racism, we
Hmm.
we we see it, but once you experience it, it's
It's a
different.
different feeling.
Once you the target,
Hmm.
once you become the prime suspect,
Hmm.
that's a different feeling.
Yeah,
You know.
but I couldn't think of it as, oh, all of them are like that, because they're not.
Right.
They're not. You have a handful. I have a lot of, actually I have a lot of supporters.
Right.
not just the blacks. I have the whites.
Right.
I have them everywhere, and I can't blame his ignorance.
Right.
For
Right.
everyone else.
Like one bad apple messes up the
Yeah,
whole bunch.
I couldn't do that.
Right.
I couldn't do it.
So once you went to Riverview Plaza, then you was at SVRC for a minute.
Correct. I was at Riverview for about almost 2 years. And it made it 2 years because when we opened up, that's when the pandemic hit,
Mm-hmm.
and we had to close down for a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
So once we opened back up, we were only allowed to have 10 people,
Mm-hmm.
5 to 10 people in, and it kind of just hurted us because the way that Yum Yum was set up, it was a study area. It was a place where you can come and bring your laptops in and do your work. Other entrepreneurs will come in and have meetings there, have cereal and coffee, watch TV. It was a different vibe after that,
Mm-hmm.
after the pandemic.
And how and you come up with these different kind of cereals that people liked at the time. And that was a very exclusive business because a lot of people that really wasn't going on too much here in Michigan.
Yeah, we had it where we had specialties. We also had like donuts of the day. We had I went back old school. I had the super donuts that we used to have in school, middle school, elementary. I had all the old school stuff. People would come there because it was a whole vibe. Like it just was.
And I tell a lot of people because a lot of people be confused on what direction in life they should go, and they be working jobs for 20 years and then they get tired and they get to the point where they want to start their own business. They want to be an entrepreneur, but they don't know what to do. And I tell them, go back into your childhood like you did. You went back into the cereal of what she liked. Go back into your childhood of some things that you like. Go back into your childhood when you was the most free. Life get to telling you what to do. You get pushed around as you get older. You got kids, you got daily issues, you got jobs you dealing with. So it takes you far away from your skills that you learn, and it takes you away from the things that you like and your inclinations that in your deepest interest that you mostly love. So I always tell people, go back to things you used to do as a kid. Start reliving that kid within you all over again. And make it into your business or your brand, because that's where your interest was at. Your interest was deeply the most at. If you won championships, if you liked this sports, maybe you was a good writer. You was a wordy person. You got people out here with literature and arts, do content editing, book editing. Now today, it's just a lot that you can do. AI can't do everything. We can implement our own DNA in there somewhere. But so as you left Riverview Plaza, what happened next?
I went over to the SVRC, hoping that it was gonna be even more busier over there. And I have to admit that COVID, it really messed that up. Because everyone was reopening from that year of being shut down. So it was like, oh, the foot traffic just was not there. It wasn't. I was more losing than gaining. And so in my mind, it's like, okay, cool. Now you got to come up with a different play. You got to plan something else. So after 6 months, I ended up going over, money this, my, prices on things, everything shot up. Like now I got to do what's best for the business. So I ended up, after a lot of prayer, I closed it down, and I opened up R&R Princess Palace.
And you're good at keep making decisions.
Oh,
you never stop making decisions.
No.
And that's that is like the greatest asset of being an entrepreneur, is that you never stop making decisions. She never let nothing stop her. And where did you get that passion from to for the kids? To make you open up R&R Palace. Like, where did that fervor come from?
So growing up, the way that my grandma, my mom, like our family is a loving family. So it's like the way that I seen my mom, my grandma, my uncles take care of the kids
Mm-hmm.
out in the community. My uncles and them would walk people out on the court even if their parents wasn't able to, be at the game, wasn't even their kids, It's just the way that I seen my parents, my family, like
Mm-hmm.
growing up, how they treated other people and being into church, like it grew up on me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I got to take
And
care of the kids out here.
right. And was you at a young age? Did your parents used to take you to get pampered, get you a pedicure, a manicure at a very young age?
So my grandma was a cosmetologist,
Okay.
so it was like everything was already
Right. It was
was
like
in the house.
embedded
Like
in you.
yeah, so
Right.
she'll be the one that'll do it. And growing up, I was the only child, so for 14 years. So it's like my mom, whenever she went
Mhm.
to do something,
Mhm.
I was right there. My grandma went to poly nails, I was right there. So,
Mhm. Right.
just something I was used to. I
Mhm.
don't say spoiled, but I was spoiled.
Right. So how elated do you be when you see the kids' faces and when they come down here and to get their hair, their nails done? It's like they can be grown for a day. They little ladies for a day. How elated do that make you?
I mean, I think my smile be bigger than theirs. It's like as they walking down the hallway, I have their name on the door, so it'll tell them, welcome to R&R
Right.
Princess Spa, and then it'll have happy birthday, such and such.
Mhm.
And it's like when they see me, it's like, oh, that's me. And then we come and we crown them with their crown, we put their birthday sash on, and then we have like their robes and stuff ready. We give them their little cups, and I head right, I say, who's the birthday girl? Me, me, me. And I say, well, you choose wherever you want to go first, and everyone else will follow behind you.
Mhm.
And it's just like, she's like, oh, here, it's just, I don't know, I feel more happier than
Right.
because it's like it's new to the city. We don't
Right.
have this. We have it where you can go to the adult places and the kids can bring them, but to have an environment for the kids, that's
Right. That's
yeah.
rare. That is unique and that's rare. Definitely an anomaly in the community. So what all the kids get done here? They get their nails done. They get their feet
Mhm.
done. They just get to relax and have a total spa day. Put the robe on.
And we actually have more than that. So we have it where they can get the manicures, they get pedicures, we do the facials. The facials is more with a cucumber type of mask. Everything is organic. Like we don't
Mhm.
use the stuff that'll break you out and
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, how do you keep it? How do you keep the environment safe, and how do you keep the place safe with everything for the kids? Because it's like you're a babysitter at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So how do you keep the environment safe for the kids?
So like I just talk with the parents before they even bring them in. I have them to sign like a contract, like, hey,
Hmm.
write down the allergies. When they
Hmm.
do a party, is there anyone? We have party packages
Hmm.
where it include sparkling grape juice. Hey, write down the allergies if they're allergic to grapes, if they're
Hmm.
allergic to this, if they're allergic. We use oatmeal oil,
Hmm.
oatmeal lotion, instead of using like Dove. Baby lotion, we use the good stuff where we know they won't have like a skin issue or anything. Um, I mean,
Is it a specific or a trending style or a thing that the kids want when they come down here? One that you normally always doing.
so they always want like we're a little different. We use actual gel and shellac paint,
Hmm.
which lasts longer. A lot of the kids they would get the gel but bite it off, you know.
Right, bite it off of here.
Like, that's a waste of money. So
And
now,
my little daughter, when I go get her nails polished, that's what she do. She just bite it right
just
off.
bite it. That's a waste of money. So now I give the parents options. Do you want them to last longer? We have the shellac and we have gel. So whatever is better for your kids.
Yeah. So how do you incorporate the creativity and fun in the services you offer?
Yeah. So like I said, we do canvas paintings. We set out a table. We have up to 6 kids where your baby girl and her friend can come and paint after getting a manicure, a pedicure. We linked up with the selfie shop across the street.
Shout out to Tanisha Brooks.
Yes, my girl, such a loving and caring,
beautiful person.
Yes, she definitely is. But we offer more than just, the manicure, pedicure. We actually have fun. They listen to their music here. That girl Lele is one of their favorite ones. So yeah, but we do canvas paint and everything here. So
and you linking up with entrepreneurs in the neighborhood. And like I said, we all a resource to each other. We can't, as business owners, and that's just something you probably wanted when you was out there in Bay Road. Just to be able to link up and be a force together. But here it is, somebody trying to push you out.
Correct.
Just keep going, keep going, cool. And you also do teaching.
Yes.
She's just a Renaissance woman. She's just an all around entrepreneur. She gets to it by all means necessary.
I do. I'm actually a substitute teacher for Saginaw Public Schools. I also drive the school buses for Saginaw Public Schools. Been there for 7 years. This is my 2nd year being a substitute teacher for Saginaw Public. I do some of everything. I work at White Pine Site Facility. I've been there for 2 years. I just do the things that I like.
Right. And you very vociferous. You very loquacious. And you said something that sparked a thought in my mind that I've been noticing as well. You said you was at school and you asked your students one day, did they know who their mayor was?
Oh, yes. And that actually happened last week. I'm subbing at a school, and when I see some of the kids, they work so fast through their work, I would tend to, I said, well, let's play some trivia games. I have my own list of questions that I write down, depending on what grade they're in, questions I think they already should know. And I said, I need you to raise your hand if you know who your mayor is. So the kids raising their hands. I'm like, okay, you. Joe Biden. I'm like, Joe Biden? I'm like, no. I was like, come on, who else? And the kid was like, we don't know this type of stuff. So at first I thought they were just pulling my shoestrings. I said, okay, you.
And what grade we dealing with?
6th grade.
6th grade.
6th grade. So one girl said, Dr. Roberts. And I said, okay, let me try and put a little trick in this. I said, $20 for anybody that know the answer for real. And he's like, we telling you, we don't know. And in my head, I'm like, I can't blame the parents. But at this time, I'm thinking in my head, like, our leaders have to get out more. They have to introduce themselves.
Have you ever asked that question to any adults?
No, I haven't, because in my mind, I'm thinking now, like if the 6th graders don't know, how many adults know or don't know? And matter of fact, I'm lying. I did. I went to work. They knew who it was, but that was due to a lot of my coworkers. They normally help me with like my community events, and the mayor is there, But it just blew my mind. Like the kids, That hurt me if I'm a mayor and I'm walking in the store. Don't nobody say, "Hey, Mayor, cool," you know.
Right. So cool. Because this, with Y'all Life Chronicles, we on a hashtag 2024. Your voice matters, and we we need people that's gonna step up and hold our politicians accountable. Our politicians need to be more community involved.
Mm-hmm.
They need to be at these schools. They need to have some of these kids as interns,
Mm-hmm.
as to where they can show them what they're doing. They can give them some of the history
Mm-hmm.
on the position that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just it's like you can't you can't have you can't just hog the information and you can't hog the job to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have an intern. You have to show somebody else because one day you might not be there.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to raise somebody else up and you have to get them the game as well. And it's like a lot of it's even like that has become evaporated and
Mm-hmm.
out today.
Yeah, and it's a lot of things that's standing out to where when I was growing up, I mean, I knew who the mayor was. That's because the mayor back then, Joyce Hill, she stood on everything. Like she was there, every event. Everybody knew who she was. She'd walk into a building. That's the mayor. I mean, even with
Just
Wilmer
like
Ham.
Mayor Ham.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knew like they were.
She was everywhere.
And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that Mayor Brenda Moore don't be out, but you gotta get out more. Like they
Right.
knew who these people were.
Right. And not just at events, but I feel
School.
schools, a lot of adversity that a lot of these shootings, these victims' families,
Correct.
just be more involved with the people. If
Mm-hmm.
the people put you in the position, make sure you take care of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not about changing the policy. It's not about doing anything. It's just about showing up your presence and showing up, letting people know that you care.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So cool. What you got coming up next?
Um, so I'm getting ready. The kids go on spring break in March. I'm preparing for a glow in the dark hoverboard party for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I normally have it at the CAC. This will be me and my husband's second one we'll be doing. We did one right before the pandemic. Turned out good. Over 200 kids was there. So I'm looking forward to,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, and I know,
doing it big again.
doing it big again, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I say, and it just seems like you're happy with what you're doing.
I am. I love
I
it.
can tell that you
It's
real
sincere. It's
right.
like, even, and when I tell you when I have events, oh my gosh, the support that I get from people that don't even have kids.
Mm-hmm.
They are making sure that kids are affording to go there. Hey, cool. Um, I buy 50 tickets. Give it to a family that's in need whose parents can't afford it. I mean, the support is so amazing. It's so amazing. I can't even complain.
Mm-hmm.
They know when I do something in the city, it's gonna be a success.
Mm-hmm. So, what you would say to the next entrepreneur that experienced the racism that you experienced, and that wanna just keep pushing, keep fighting, but just at that point that they want to quit. Their business then become too overwhelming. They don't have enough. They're lacking certain things as to where they feel they can't move it any further. What do you tell the next entrepreneur?
You don't give up. Even if you feel like giving up, don't give up. Um, do what I did. I actually, with the motivation I was getting from people, I actually used like the things that I've been through in life as a stepping stool. Um, I don't tend to dwell on the past. In order for me to move on in life, I have to forget what happened because I don't want to take that with me. You get what I'm saying? Because all it's doing is holding me down. it's stopping me from going where I really want to go.
And you just use it as motivation.
Correct, I do.
Yeah.
I do. So just don't give up, even when you're scared to ask for help or how did you move on? How did you do it? I'm the type of entrepreneur. I will sit down with you and I'll help you with a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I did that with so many people. I don't want to tell names, but
Right.
but I've helped so many people. I don't hold in information because I plan for us all to eat together. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's up.
And that's what I'm about.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, I wanted to ask her, what does success mean to you personally, and how do you measure it in the context of your business?
When it comes to success, my BB people know we was born and raised off of this desire, discipline, um, dedication. It was just something that we used to always go through with our band teacher.
Desire,
And
discipline, and dedication.
yeah, the D's.
Mm.
That's what it's called. Um, that's what really it motivated me. Don't give up. You gotta discipline yourself to not give up. Discipline yourself to continue to go on. Um, like I said, those 3 D's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if they want to come down, if they want to come down to R&R Princess Spa, what can they expect as they come down here to the palace?
Magical. A royal treatment for your princess needs. We here for everything. We also do hair in here, so.
And give them the prices and everything, like for everything, like parties, if they.
We have different party packages. The lowest packages we have, $45. Come and get your baby girl. Got good. Oh, speaking of, here at R&R Princess Spa, we also have it where they bring their report card in. They get $15 off of their package. We just came up with this as I've seen my kids getting on the bus and showing me their grades, the progress reports. Said, you know what, here, go my business card, let your mom know, bring it down, bring the report card. So I treat them like how my grandma and my mom them treated us. Good grades, you get good things that happen to you, So we do that. We have little snap card. You come in for different service, $45. I mean, we're cheap. $45 for a manicure, a pedicure, and a facial. I mean, you can't beat that.
Man, so bring your little lady down, man, so she can have a spa day down here at R&R Princess Spa. You know what I'm saying? So, is there anything you want to leave the people with before we get out of here?
Keep going. Keep pushing yourself. Don't give up. That's all I got to say.
And as an entrepreneur, as a business individual in this world, you're gonna experience difficulties, you're gonna experience racism, you're gonna experience downfalls. But those things are designed to get in your way. This is the world we living in. A lot of people not gonna like you for what you do. A lot of people gonna love you for what you do. But the ones that don't like you for what you do, the ones that try to interrupt and get in your way of you pressing forward, whatever your journey is, or whatever your plan, or whatever your dream is, don't let it stop you. People gonna try to stop you as much as they can. You know, just a lot of people, man, gonna get in the way. It's sad, but that's their job to get in the way. We know of a lot of people that just be in the way all day, every day. And they try to get in the way of your business. They try to get in the way of your success. But like Koo say, don't let it stop you. You keep pushing through. You keep striving. You keep waking up. You keep making decisions. So when you stop making decisions, that's when your dreams stop. So keep making decisions and don't give up. And thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Yacht Life Chronicles, where we are better together than separate. Thank you for tuning in.